So it was definitely just the driving force and the determination to make sure that the project is complete.
So what we write here is how to engage in a subject you know nothing about.
I learned something very useful to me in this course, which is development journalism.
Before undergoing this training, I thought I was a journalist. I thought I was well prepared. But when I started this course, I realized that a lot have been left behind, which I have been learning throughout the past 2 years.
Before, like if I go and interview somebody, I will just stick with that one source and write my story.
The typical news journalism in this country is that you go to a press meeting and then you report whatever people say at that press meeting. This is what they call news. Or you may conduct an interview and you report what they say. You don't ask active questions, you don't generate your own story. And this is what we taught them at this professional reporters program, to be proactive, to set their own agenda. Well, many of them, they had taken courses. They've heard the words of being the fourth power of a state, and the watchdog, and all these fine words. But what it implicated for their own work, for their own daily profession, I think they realized bit by bit during this education. And that is exactly that they need to be proactive. They have to define the issues, they have to define the sources they need to get for the issue. And it's very difficult in the Gambia.
What they did under the professional reporter program was that they went all out to investigate stories, meet sources, observe people, observe places, and they came down to write their own stories based on the observations on what they've heard. It's not just going to workshop and taking script from people and rewriting, attributing to a minister also. This was research work they did.
I begin to realize that it is important for me to carry out human interest stories. Development journalism is all about that. Go in the field and find out things that really concerns the citizenry, and you investigate about it and write about it, which is different from the usual way that I was doing journalism, just going for coverages or waiting to be told, do this.
We feel that the training course has had tremendous impact on them, and they have improved greatly. In terms of the research, they are concerned to ensure that their sources are reliable, and that they don't rely on one source but look for several sources, and they know when to be affirmative in their statements and when to be skeptical and quote their sources. They really know all these things, and I feel that is helping them a great deal.
The A, it should be achievable, not to put things that you cannot achieve. The R, it should be realistic.
They are very self-confident now, and they are very eager to make a difference in the media, and they are confident that they have something special to offer. So I think we will find that they will head new media in the future, or they will play a role in the media that exists already.
It makes you to feel that your role as a journalist, you are doing your role as a journalist the way it should be. As a journalist, you are speaking for the people. You are writing for the people, so you should write things that interest the people.
And a lot of people in the country who have seen the outputs of some of this training are impressed. They say this is a different brand of journalism, so it's a new trend. We are setting the pace for a new brand of journalism in this country. It's wonderful.